today is the 24th of March. We're having a MicroProfile AI call. So one thing to mention that the meeting time might change based on the Doodle poll. Currently, we are open. So hopefully, you will all vote ASAP so that we can get a better time. With that, let me share my screen share. Yeah, please also add your name to the meeting here. I know it's this week basically is also is Java 1, so probably yeah, there'll be less attendance here. I don't know how many people went to Java 1. So for the repo, for our repo, so it's last time I said I haven't got to admin. I haven't now got to admin. And then I just addressed the concern from Eclipse Foundation. So this is all copyright. So first time when we mention this, we need to make sure it's copy. Basically, this is copyright. So we have that legal thing covered here. And then I copied basically the some README content from the SmallRay LLM. Also added the license, basically Apache license. But for this README, so basically I don't want to like blank, so that I just add in here, and then we would when we make more progress, we can change this as well. And also for the contributing the MD, and also we can discuss more. Right now, I just mentioned to the linked to the overall kind of Lantern 4G community. Basically, it's README. So that's kind of the thing I have done. The other thing is the meeting time. So let me see, all of you view. Did you folks have done all the have you all voted? So right now, basically is there's a 5 vote, but I know there's a few people who have not voted. So let me see who. Easier to find out here. Let me see. So the response. So we have basically one the Monday one, the other one the Tuesday one. So I know it's the so Luis has not voted. So Luis, please vote ASAP. Who else? I think yeah, the rest of you have voted. Okay, so that's kind of the pretty much for the things that I wanted to discuss. The next one, so is what about supporting? What about kind of the populate report?
Yeah, I had a discussion with Dimitri and
Yeah.
to
the build. Yeah.
Yeah, to see with them so that they can put in place things so that we can release and synchronize and deploy on Maven Central. Because currently I don't think they have we don't want to depend on Dimitrio to release.
Yeah.
And also to see with them what is required to get the workflow, the GitHub action that we have in place.
Are you saying you had a chat with him, or you want to follow up? I
No,
said last time.
I had a chat with him and Clément,
Yeah.
so that they can start to work on providing I would say, the access that we might need to provide this. The Clément and I don't know who is going to do or what, but Clément and Dimitrio should start to enable us to release, etc., etc. So yeah, so we have to wait back from them to define everything,
Okay.
uh, because they don't want to provide us with the dev function for J uh, group ID access, because we are a bit um, because because that would provide us with access to all Longchain4j uh, artifact. So they will try to reduce it. So I don't know what they plan to do exactly. I know
Okay.
that they are going to work on this with the Longchain4j community.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah. Remember, so I will follow up, but I didn't manage to follow up. Sounds like you have done the necessary follow up. Thank you. So that's good. Good. So with that, you are going to create the pipeline, right? CI/CD or the Jenkins job, the or the build and script and etc. Right? You
Yes,
or Clement.
well, basically we are using GitHub Actions, and currently we are using them too. I think that
You will set up
the
workflow.
but we can't depend on small ILM, sorry, on small I GitHub Actions and structure. So that's why for release currently, we need um, we need to change those scripts and to define them and have the key, etc. to on Sonatype, etc. Well, that's several things that we need to change.
I thought
Um,
basically we can directly copy. Can you see my screen? I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
we can
yeah.
directly copy this
I think
this.
those, yeah, but those depends on stuff that are available on the small GitHub organization. Oh, sorry.
I think you are talking something different. So what
Yeah,
I'm sharing is the launching 4G.
yeah,
So we should throw away the workflow in the small red dash LLM and copy the launching 4G one.
yeah, yeah, but if I remember correctly, it depend on the mutual key to access
Uh,
um, to
the
access
the
the phenotype.
the all this. But
Yeah,
if we use the workflow, like here release the here username
yeah.
password.
So
So
we have to create those. Also, we have to create to have a GPG signature for the artifact, etc., etc. So there are a bunch of things that need to be done.
can't we reuse the one,
No,
Dimitri? Why not?
no, because we would be using Dimitrios access. So that means that
So
we would have access to all Longchain4j modules on Central, and that's not something that they want to us to have. They want to have a they think that it's better to have because then either we have all access or it is Dimitri that can do the release for us. So what they want is to create specific keys for us to be able to release without making Dimitri our single point of failure or bottleneck.
So for the like this one, for the launching for dash Spring.
That's because that's the mixture that that created this project. It's I mean, even if it's Spring, he created it initially, so that's why
Oh, I
it's still
see.
maintained by himself.
Oh, I see. This is not by Spring community, but
No,
Dimitri.
no, 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 it's not. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's the difference.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's not a community or earned project or module or
Oh, okay. So
whatever.
all the others is pretty much Dimitri owns, but
Yeah.
for ours we own. Okay, sounds good. Da, 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 da. Let's see. So you know the instruction then.
Oh no, I don't know. I know that Clement and Dimitri are looking into what is required, and they should come back to me to see to see and to check with me if everything is working and etc.
Oh, okay.
But no, I don't know because I mean it depends on them since they are the admin of the organization.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, yeah. So you will, that's your to do.
Yeah, we just met on Friday afternoon, so it's
Okay.
pretty. That's why I don't have much details on how
Yeah,
it's.
that's good. We are not in a hurry to release anything anyway. So it's good to we see start planning for it. Okay, this is kind of the build infrastructure. The other thing, the populator repo. So the
That's why I wanted to wait for them to define because the issue is that it depends on the group ID, and I
oh
think
the
initially
we
we
need to
said in our own, if I'm not correctly, we use the same group. We use the function for J. Oh, sorry, in Boake branch. I think Boake you used the dev function for J group ID, right?
Yeah,
yes.
And that's the issue because it's per group ID for I think to be honest, I don't know exactly how Sonatype works, but I think that they wanted to have a different group ID from that because dev function for J is Dimitrios group ID, and then they would have us to have a dev function for J dot whatever for the group ID.
Yeah.
yeah, wait.
So
Um,
yeah,
Lucy,
so yeah, go ahead, Bahik.
Clement listed it as the list of issues. So now, if you check issues number 112 on the repo, so it says like, for example, we should have a group ID to dev.langchain4j.cdi. And I'm like, that's not gonna help really because
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that he was opening. Okay, so
Where? Oh, he opened the issue on the
well,
R. Oh,
no, on Smora.
oh, on Smorai. When was that? That's many months ago,
I
right?
pass a link in the chat. Yeah.
Well, I saw it on the email, so I'm like, it's only now that I've replied, but
Oh, migration task.
yeah,
Update a group ID to CDI.
yeah,
Oh, really?
I just said we can't just name .cdi because like telemetry and fault tolerance.
Yeah. So the other
But
thing, the also,
that's the group ID, right? So
Yeah,
yeah. So I'm kind of thinking, maybe it's a kind of dev dot launching for G dot. So this is we are attack we are kind of targeting pretty much G-Cluster MicroProfile apps. So again, the group ID is kind of the, also we don't want to be too long. Also, if you know,
with Jakarta going to host, it seems, to host MicroProfile.
yeah, I was going to say also in the discussion, kind of want to migrate MicroProfile, move MicroProfile to Jakarta. With that, we could just say dev or launching for Jakarta.
Yeah, but then we'll have to rename the repo as well and remove them.
Yeah, it's a kind of, that's kind of the also time discussion. The other thing is, if a micro profile is still in the, we can always do this. This is we don't need to fix now. We can always rename it. Maybe is right now we could just do a dev launching for G dot microprofile dot Jakarta. But it's a bit long. The other alternative, if we say dev dot launching for G dot cloud native, maybe. So
I know that the Clément was a bit. Clément or Max, maybe I don't remember if it's. I saw it on Slack or on discussion, but they didn't like too much the idea of Jakarta because of the fact that it's there is IP related to that name, and since Longchin4j is even if, I mean, we get clearance from legal, they they don't like, because, for example, if they want to move to, I think they might be moving to common house. I don't know which foundation,
Oh,
which now has Quarkus, and maybe, and that might be an issue. So yeah, so that's why they didn't
I
go.
I don't
Clément was I think it was Clément, but I don't remember who. But they were a bit reluctant about having Jakarta in the name.
I don't think that is relevant to move small right or Quarkus to common house. It has something to do with this though. However, Jakarta microprofile will stay in Eclipse Foundation. So, and the other thing is how many people know about CDI? I think is Jakarta is the product name. I already got Eclipse Foundation basically from EMO to agree we can use that MicroProfile Jakarta. So there's no IP concern here. The other thing is as the Bohic community here is CDI just one of the things. So there's more integration with the others. I don't think we will
Yeah,
use
but
the CDI.
for OpenTelemetry, for example, there is CDI. I mean, underneath even MicroProfile.
Yeah, there's a CDI, but it's not all about CDI, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
But
and
I mean,
also see how many people.
well, I don't know, because there was this kind of discussion. But what I wanted to say is that we could have the artifact ID with MicroProfile, OpenTelemetry, or MicroProfile for tolerance, or MicroProfile config. So I mean, that's a group ID. It's not the artifact name. So we could still have both in the end. CDI is just
uh,
because that's the common ground on everything. So maybe makes sense. But
I disagree. By the way, I don't think CDI has many people know about CDI. I think as I mentioned, the group ID is says Jakarta makes more sense. So it's like the even though like a micro profile has a loud and name than CDI. So I kind of anyway. I don't think it's kind of the we are not in the position to release anything as yet. I think we just go ahead to use a name, and then the as we making more progress, we can update the name anyway. So it's I think This is my suggestion. I think if we couldn't if we don't want to make it long, we could just say dev.launching4j.cloud-native. Or the other alternative, the .microprofile.jakarta as a group ID. And then when we rename the repo, as we're making more progress and etc., and then we can basically update all together. Just as a placeholder, I don't think we should spend more time on what a name needs to be put in.
Yeah.
So, so who is working on the branch? Who is working on the? Oh, we have a many branch. So in the future, can we just fork it and then not to create so many branches?
You just passed it. It's LangChain dash project. Yeah.
Launching. Oh, this one.
Yeah.
So you are working on the you are working on this. So are we? Let me see. So how many artifacts we are going to produce?
Right.
Are we going to produce how many jars are we going to produce? Or how many basically these
At least
artifacts?
6. At least 6. I don't think that we produce artifact for examples. But
Yeah.
otherwise,
So each one. So this
jars.
one
Yeah, each one is 1 plus 1 for the parent POM. So that means 7. I mean 6 jars and 1 POM.
okay. I think what Bohik got here makes sense. I think that makes sense actually. So
But that's the artifact ID. With the artifact, I don't think the issue is on
here,
ID.
yeah.
I
Here
mean,
group ID. So group ID. Sorry. So I will say the Bohik. The group
Yeah.
ID use this launching 4J dash microprofile dash Jakarta. And then in this case, like the overall, the parent will be basically the parent. And then the individual one basically is this is launching 4G dash macro profile for tolerance. And then what is this is the CDI one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this case, it doesn't not make any sense if you have a group ID dash CD1, and then like this is the artifact also got dash CDI. So here your artifact, here the artifact ID. Where's your? It's a parent.
9, 10.
I will say here. I will say CDI. I'll say build a compatible extension.
no, because that's
No,
buildable extension, but you have also the portable extension.
Yeah, you have 2.
You have 2 for CDI.
Can we in this case basically say don't say artifact ID, so leave the MicroProfile out. Say Jakarta EE. I mean, you can here just say CDI, build compatible extensions. Why? So here is used by the different runtime. This is okay. Here we will say basically the CDI, like a portable extensions. Here we will say basically the, oh, this is still says That's all this dependency. Okay, MicroProfile. Here we will say MicroProfile config. So here, don't prefix with mp config. You already got a MicroProfile, just a config.
I did that initially, then people said it's gonna be confusing, so I put MP config. Now I have to do it back.
No,
How can
here just you already got a MicroProfile. Just say dash config.
okay, I'll return it back.
Yeah. So yeah. So here MicroProfile telemetry. I think is kind of yeah. If you done that change, so in that branch, or you already commit to that branch. After you done that change, and then you can do do a PR.
So do we
Yeah,
agree?
We can do PRs on the branch,
yeah.
and then
Yeah. So what
and
I'm
then
saying is also do a PR against the launching that repo.
So wait, so are we agreeing that group ID is gonna be dev.langchain4j.jakarta or dot, but
Group
not C?
ID. Group
Yeah.
ID will be a dev.launching4j.microprofile.jakarta. So
Okay.
basically what I'm saying is that right now that keep in sync with the repo name. And then as we making more progress, if MicroProfile merge to Jakarta and then and etc., maybe we can directly remove the MicroProfile from Jakarta. Also, is basically when we making more progress, maybe there's a better name to be considered, and then we can just yeah update the repo and together with the group ID.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's yeah. Rename to CDI will be really kind of confusing. If CDI has a more kind of understanding by people, and then it probably make more sense. But
And then
anyway, the name can be changed. We're not in the position to release anything, and we can revisit that. Sorry, Bahik.
no, I said the core. Is the name fine though?
Which one?
The core module.
The core module launching 4J dot microprofile dash Jakarta. So the core is the dev launching 4J. So you have a parent, right? I have a parent ID. Or here, dot. Here, parent. Parent ID. Yeah, the parent artifact ID is fine. CDI integration is so the CDI integration. So similarly, So okay. Okay. So I think it's a kind of yeah. I'll revisit her name at a later time.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Let me stop sharing. Yeah, so I will basically send email kind of the after we have chosen yeah, another meeting time, and then we'll go from there. Okay, great. Thank you all. Let me see. Yeah. Bye.
All right.
Bye.